Lion Electric, ticker LEV, is a former EV SPAC that I previously talked about on my channel. They just released their first ever earnings as a public company. At the time I'm making this video, their share price is $19.17 and their market cap is $3.6 billion. In this video, I'm first going to go over some key points from the earnings conference call. Second, I'm going to take a look at some near and long-term catalysts for the company. And finally, I'm going to go over my game plan for investing in Lion Electric. All this right after. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Learn to invest like a wolf at your own risk. What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, Wolves of Investing. My name is Donnie Nguyen and I'm the founder of Wolves of Investing. If you're new, my channel is primarily about investing in the stock market. If you want to learn how to achieve financial freedom through investing, be sure to click on that subscribe button and notification bell if you haven't yet. And please remember to drop a like on this video if you enjoy it, as it truly helps out the channel. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First, Lion Electric reiterated that they now have over 390 vehicles on the road with over 7 million miles driven. This is one of the main reasons I'm invested in Lion Electric versus many other EV companies like Lordstown Motors and Nikola that still only have prototypes. Another major development is that they have announced their 900,000 square foot US-based plant in Joliet, Illinois, which will have the capacity to build 20,000 vehicles per year. This was one of the major milestones that we were looking for from their SPAC investor presentation. And here we see that they followed through with selecting a location. They are also launching a battery plant in Canada, and they're opening 2 new experience centers in Jacksonville, Florida and Terrebonne, Quebec, which will help them increase their direct-to-customer sales capabilities. Their order book, as of May 14th, has 209 trucks and 608 buses for a total order value of over $225 million, which includes 260 school buses from First Student, a leading school bus operator. And on their earnings conference call, they confirmed that most of those orders will be delivered in the next 12 months. They delivered a total of 24 vehicles in Q1, which included 6 trucks and 18 buses. And they also delivered 10 Lion 6 trucks to Amazon after the end of Q1. Although it's not on their slide deck, we also learned from their conference call that they are planning their first deliveries of refuse trucks to Waste Connections in the next 2 months. With their US manufacturing facility, they are projecting the first vehicles to come off the production line in the second half of 2022. And with their Canadian battery plant, the final location will be confirmed this quarter, and initial production of battery modules and packs are also expected in the second half of 2022. They've also expanded their senior leadership team with new hires to support their growth plan. In 2020, their year-over-year revenue fell to $23.4 million, which was to be expected due to the global pandemic. But despite the pandemic, they were still able to deliver 80 vehicles in 2020. In Q1 2021, they delivered 24 vehicles versus 2 in Q1 of 2020. And their Q1 2021 revenues were $6.2 million compared to $1.2 million in Q1 of 2020. Their adjusted EBITDA in Q1 was negative $5.8 million versus negative $3 million in Q1 of 2020. These revenues clearly are still very small, but I do expect these numbers to explode by the end of the year as they deliver the trucks and buses from their backlog. So that was a summary of Lion Electric's Q1 2021 earnings. The catalysts that I'm looking for are developments on the Amazon truck orders. To date, around 20 trucks have been delivered to Amazon. And we learned that Amazon was the secret customer from the SPAC presentation that has the option to order up to 500 trucks per year. So I am definitely keeping an eye out for a much larger order from Amazon sometime this year. On the flip side, if that doesn't happen, that could be a potential negative catalyst. A second catalyst is the delivery of their refuse trucks to Waste Connections, which they said should be coming in the next 2 months. The third catalyst is increased delivery and sales of their trucks and buses. I would like to see them report at least 200 deliveries per quarter sometime in the next 12 months. I think that would be a huge catalyst if they could hit that target. And the fourth catalyst is more long-term. That would be initial production coming from their 20,000 vehicle plant in Joliet, Illinois, and battery production from their battery plant. But that won't be until at least the second half of next year. So what is my game plan? So I still think that Lion Electric has huge potential upside in the next few years. I think that they could be a 5 or even 10 bagger in the next 5 years if they are successful with their plant in Joliet. But I also think that there's still significant risk if they don't execute well on their Joliet plant and if they're not able to expand on their order book with existing customers like Amazon and Waste Connections and with other customers. So right now, I'm just continuing to dollar cost average into Lion Electric in my EV Pure Play portfolio. For those of you who are new to my channel, this is a highly concentrated portfolio of EV stocks that I'm building on M1 Finance. And I'm just dollar cost averaging $50 a week into the portfolio with the goal of investing at least $20,000 into the portfolio over the long term. If you haven't signed up for M1 Finance yet, be sure to check out my referral link in the video description. We both get $30 when you sign up and deposit $100. All right, so if you want more insights into my portfolios, or if you just want to support the channel, check out my Patreon to get all of my buy and sell alerts from my Fidelity All-SPAC portfolio. There are also higher tiers available to unlock more features. And there's also access to my private Patreon Discord. So be sure to check out my Patreon if you're interested. A link is in the video description. And as always, a huge thank you to the awesome patrons that have already joined. And I also run a free public Discord with over 500 members. It's the most awesome community to talk about SPACs and other stocks. It's absolutely free, so be sure to check it out if you're interested. A link is also in the video description. And if you haven't signed up for Webull yet, be sure to check out my link in the video description for more information on how you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. All right, so let me know what you think about Lion Electric. Drop me a line in the comments. Be sure to leave a like on this video before leaving. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.